What's up, everybody? What's going on? It's Tales from the Jails. We're here live in Power USA. TNS Media Group is a team in the family. We're here in the studio. As you know, we go live every day. And I want to apologize to everybody for my tardiness. I just had some things going on, man. Dealing with some of the issues I talked about yesterday. Secret to confidence. We got it done. I got my counterpart here, Mr. Braheem Jackson. He's here with me. And what's going on with you, Young? How was your day, man?
Long, man. Long day. Working, coming here. It's long.
Yeah. So, as y'all know, Tales from the Jails, we talk about things that, affect us, and as a whole of, the prison system, poverty, things of that nature, or things which lead you to the prison system. As we can see, a lot of, a lot of people in the world, young adults, children, people around, male, female, people are breaking law at an alarming rate, and ultimately, which these things can lead to you being in prison or losing your life. So we try to speak about these things so that we can kind of deter you from going to prison. So today I want to talk about something, right? We see a lot of these situations where we see a lot of videos where people will be online, right? And it could be an individual, right? He may have killed someone, killed a family member, a loved one, some other sort. And you see the family members, jumping over whatever it is, the bar, and attacking the person who may have killed their loved one, so forth and so on, not allowing justice to reveal itself, and they take it into their own hands. Is this something that's warranted? Is this right? Is this something that you would do if that was you in that situation?
It's not right, but it's an emotion. A lot of people make emotions and it ain't the right thing. The emotion takes you to the brink of good or bad. An emotion will make you do one or the other. You know what I'm saying? You in the courtroom, a motherfucker murdered your 4-year-old daughter. He accused you. Ain't trying to wait to hear if he guilty or not. In your mind, the evidence, against him, you over there thinking like he did that.
Yeah.
You jumping over pews, stands, or whatever it may be to get to him. And you may not be right, but the emotion of yours being lost, see, it's one way to look at it when you're on the outside looking at, damn, they was out of pocket, the family member should have did that. All right, cool. But when it's you, that's when we'll know how you will take it. You can't, like, that's a question, and it's like, a person can't answer that question until they've been through it.
Yeah.
We can sit up here all day long and say, yeah, that's wrong. And then it happen to you. You be the same nigga jumping over shit.
Yeah, I probably would be the one that if the opportunity was right there, I saw something like a video where I saw the boy, he had the person who killed his loved one and so forth and so on was standing there with his head down. It was a police officer right there between them, but the officer was lunching. It was like a clear path. It's like,
yeah, you ain't gonna get much off. You ain't killing him. He got allowed in the courthouse.
He got a good shot off though.
Oh yeah, shot. What, a punch?
Yeah.
Nigga don't care about that. He took yours.
Yeah.
A punch equivalent to taking. You ain't nowhere near caught up.
He told him, and the boy told him, he stood up at the hitter. He stood up. He said, "Man, lucky I'm handcuffed. I will beat you." You know what I mean?
Yeah, but regardless of what he say, he's still up.
Yeah.
You could have stomped him out. If he ain't die, then you ain't satisfy your clinch. That's just it. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't even have tried to do none of that.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to satisfy your clinch unless he's died.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
So in these situations, right, on the flip side, you going to jail for a day or so, or you going to get
a day.
The person who did
because that's an assault.
Yeah, so you're going to get prosecuted. You might get a contempt of court, all these different things for doing these things. So now what happens is ultimately you just got a punch off, and then now you got a court case.
Yeah,
where you got to come down there in the morning and deal with these things.
A whole bunch more mess on top of you attending a trial for a loved one that's deceased or whatever the case may be.
Well, what y'all think? Y'all taking that opportunity? Y'all going over there and throwing that punch, or or throwing that chair? I just seen chairs thrown as well.
Yeah, all that is just emotion, like rage and emotions, man. Chairs thrown, you running. They got 9-15 sheriffs in the courtroom, man.
Mm-hmm.
You not gonna possibly get none of, you ain't, and then it ain't like where you right there, because they got separate, they got, they pit you, the defendant, near the door so they can get you out that courtroom into a holding cell. You ain't like out there with the members, you sitting there amongst the pit. Nah, like, But I get it though. It's still an emotion though. Like that's a wrong emotion to go off. You try to attack somebody in the courtroom. I can see if you can sneak your gun in there, your knife, or whatever the case may be, where you can harm another person. And I'm not saying that's right. I'm not saying do that. No, because we have a judicial system that, pretty much, gets it right when they take a motherfucker to court.
Mm-hmm. Now, on the flip side, I see something where as though the cops was in there, but the cops can't really react in a certain way. Remember the boy, his son got killed by the cops.
Yeah.
And then he ended up running the cop over with the car.
You're right.
And he walked past the cops, looking dead in their face.
Yeah.
Do you think one of them cops wanted to?
All of the cops wanted to beat on him. He took one of their officers. They a gang.
Yeah.
Well, that's the way I look at it. I'm not saying they're a gang, but the way I look at it, the people that's cops, they are a brotherhood.
Mm-hmm.
They stick together. They back each other play. Right, wrong, weak, and strong.
Yeah.
So they're a brotherhood. And in terms, I call that a gang, a legal gang that gets to run around out here and, patrol the streets and, bring order, whatever the case may be. But, he's staring at them and this and that. Like, they want to kill him.
Because we heard stories as well, like, because people, like, because I've been, like in a situation where as though, we got caught up in a situation, we trying to follow behind, we chasing behind chewing bucks. And they in the pound puppy in the roaster, and we in there intrepid. So we trying to keep up with them. They run through the light. The cop really on them, right?
Right.
But I happen to run. The cop speed up, try to catch up to them, but I happen to hit the cop car. So the cop take us in the back, and they beat the brakes off us because they said that we tried to run into the police officer
to let them get away.
Let them get away, or whatever case may be. So the cops, they do the same thing. They just do it behind closed doors. It's
not even behind closed doors. They got like a license to do it. Because who you going? They're not going to believe you over them.
But what I'm saying to you is, you see how, right, a person kill a cop, right? And when you see his mugshot, he look like he just got beat down. He be lumped up, beat up, bleeding, and he's standing there getting the mugshot like after he done killed the cop or so, or did something crazy to a police officer. They beat him down real good, like basically in the cell, however they do it. So they're basically doing the same thing, but you said they have a privilege to be able to get away with it.
Not even a privilege. They got it's not a privilege. It's just that they the cops. Who they gonna believe in the court of law? You are a suspect of some type of criminal. They're not gonna believe unless you got it on tape.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's like in your face. But other than that, they not believing you over no cop.
No.
The cop the cop could be dead line. There are a lot of cops that lie. They get on that stand and lie. Find a gun, they give it to you. Oh yeah, we took it off his hip.
Yeah.
Lie. You be sitting there looking at the cop like that, but who's the jury gonna sit up there and believe?
The cop.
They're not gonna never believe you.
No. Now, in federal court, right? Because you've been in both. What's the difference between those court settings, like state court and federal court? What's the difference in the setting as far as what's going on? Is it the same setup where there is people behind you, jury to the right or the left?
It's pretty much the same setup for federal and state. Yes. It's just that more so that the feds are trying to push you to a jury trial. You can take a head up with the judge, but they more so trying to get you that. Whereas the state, that you get to choose, go head up or with a jury. But they're trying to push you towards a jury trial.
Why is that?
Shit. The way I look at it, man, a jury trial, man, your ass is to the good, man. You got 12 motherfuckers sitting here trying to rule over this case. So you got 12 individual thoughts.
Yeah.
Like, whereas though and then none of them is a student of law.
Mm-hmm.
None of them practice law. None of them knows the law. They're just going off a theory that your lawyer is giving and the DA is giving.
Yeah.
And whoever gives the best theory, that's what they go on with. Judge know law. Judge know they ain't supposed to jump out and search you unless it's a legal search and seizure. They don't know about illegal search and seizures or legal search and seizures or, poisons of a fruit tree. The jury don't know about none of that.
Yeah.
All they know is what the DA and your lawyer is giving them. And whatever sounds the best to them, that's what they're ruling on.
Do you think that you said the jury kind of look at you as guilty before they even hear the evidence? They're looking at you over there like.
No, I'm not saying they do that because if I was on it, you got to think about it. You got jurors that's coming from the street. If you come up, you looking at him guilty, I want to hear what's going on. I would like to think that any people that get selected for jury duty, is listening to see the outcome or, to be persuaded left or right.
By the evidence.
Yeah, I'm not coming in there like, yo, they guilty. But you got some people that do that. That's why they do a jury pool.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They ask, listen, man, the court date is such and such. Why you raise your hand? You can't attend due to surgery or whatever, a funeral or whatever. Why you might not be here these dates. Or like a motherfucker got up there on our case and was like, with me when I was going to trial, the lady was like, yeah, old black lady. And she was like, yeah, y'all got these men. I got my husband get killed about 20 years ago. They never caught the people that did it. So now my whole mind thought process on everybody get locked up, they did whatever they charged them with. So they striked her right away because you're going in there biased due to a situation that happened with you back in your time or whatever the case may be. But you're not coming in here with an open mind and listening to the evidence that both sides is bringing, up to the accuser.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
What about the judge? I think a judge will look at you like this person is guilty.
No, the judge is gonna go strictly by off law.
Okay.
If no, he ain't. No, a judge is more so not biased than the jury. A judge is strictly there because he's in the uniform of a judge. He knows the law, certain laws that how they came and got you. Like he'll throw it out before he even get the hearing the evidence of the case because of your arrest wasn't correctly carried out. Like you gotta carry all this shit out right. You know what I mean? The narcotics case, homicide case, robbery case, procedures. It's all procedures.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And if you don't follow certain procedures and you go head up with the judge, that shit'll get thrown out before the accusations that come against you. You won't even get to that part.
So basically, like the judge is, he's there to be fair, but there may be some judges that's crooked and may want to,
It may be, but I don't know a judge that's crooked unless none of them know you.
Because if they look at the evidence too much, he has a reason for you to come back and have an appeal, and then the appeal would affect him. If you
exactly, they don't be wanting none of that. Yeah,
they don't want to be like
that's a strike, a knock against them.
Yeah, so they want to make sure they do everything.
Especially
right.
if you come back and overturn it.
Mm-hmm.
Now the thing is, what the hell is you in here doing?
Exactly. Now these high profile cases, like I mentioned with the boy when he walked out, looked at the cops, right? And these cops did something to his son. He retaliated. Now, do you agree with what he did? Like, do you think that he was right for what he did as far as running over a police officer?
No, he's not right for what he did at all under no circumstances. But do I understand? Yes, I do. Emotion. Man came home or whatever the case may be. My son got killed. He running and his son is dead.
Yeah.
Emotion pushed him to go out there the next day because he did it the next day. He didn't do it that night. So he had time to sit back and really let it sit on him. And he went out and seen a cop the next day. And
premeditated.
It wasn't, I ain't gonna say that's premeditated, but
yeah,
probably so. But it wasn't the cop that killed the son.
Exactly.
You just seen any police officer and ran him over.
Mm-hmm.
Like you just was just on a code. Like that nigga, I wouldn't have did it like that.
Yeah, me either.
Nah.
I probably be more so.
He his like you just was like, I get it, but you crazy as all out bad shit, and you gonna have to live with that because he, I don't know. But 9 times out of 10, he going to trial for life. I mean, he going to jail for life.
Can he plead a temporary insanity on that?
That's the next day. Hell, fuck. Well, I don't know. He might not. But this shit, man, they ain't going to give him that, man. A doctor got to come evaluate you to give you temporary sanitary. Temporary insanity. Insanity, excuse me.
Yeah. So the chip price probably sold on him with that. He probably is going to be hog tied and thrown out of there. They probably go to trial and all that stuff. But I think it's a lose for him. I don't know, but he's going to be guilty of something.
Yeah.
And it may not be the death penalty, but it may be 80 years or something like that.
Yeah.
That's done.
That's the death penalty to me.
That's done and over with. What's the most craziest thing you heard that happened in the courtroom with somebody somebody did?
The craziest thing in the courtroom is like the fights. There ain't nothing crazier than that happening. A crazy thing would be somebody getting killed. I ain't never heard of that. Because there ain't so much you could do. You're not coming in that courthouse with firearms on you.
No, you can't.
Knobs and none of that. You got to go through a metal detector and all that shit. Certain courthouses make you put your phone. The feds make you put your phone in a motherfucking case to where as though and you seal it and they take that you can't even get your phone in. So it's not a whole lot happening in these courtrooms. Now, probably back in the day, probably so.
City Hall? The old City Hall?
I don't know. I've never been to City Hall. I'm just assuming because I don't know. But, I'm pretty sure that they ain't secure like how they is now. So something could happen back in the day. But now in my time, you ain't the craziest thing is some fights. That's it. Fights break out against both sides, family members, or like you said, somebody might try to lunge at the defendant or whatever. But nah,
it was one joint I saw where the boy lunged at the judge.
I seen that joint too. He jumped over the joint. Yeah, that type of stuff take place. Nigga might knock his lawyer out. That's the closest one you can get off on.
Yeah, I saw what boy look at the lawyer. His lawyer was a female.
Yeah.
She put her head down like she.
Yeah, the Caucasian woman, the black boy.
Yeah. Man. You saw
she was staring at him at first though.
Yeah.
She was staring like.
She trying to make sure he wasn't gonna swing.
Yeah, well, I don't know what she was trying, but yeah.
But he looked at her like she straight railroaded him.
Mm-hmm.
Know what I mean?
She probably was a quarter point. You know them quarter points don't be in there trying to get all the effort. They just be agreeing to the DA and everything else is going on in that motherfucker.
Because they work with the DA. Everybody know that.
Yeah.
You work with the DA, but
they get paid from the district attorney's office.
Yeah. And
not work with them, but get paid. They're paid from the district attorney's office.
And
That's a totally different thing.
It's your fault for breaking law and not having lawyer money, basically, or having nobody out there.
That's it in a nutshell.
But let me ask you a question. You never know what was the reason for him doing that. He might have had it, heat of the moment, opportunity presented itself, whereas though he had to probably take care of some business. Might have hurt his loved one, his daughter. So what? Now he like, man, listen, I gotta take the opportunity. The opportunity is here. He ain't worried about no lawyer money or no bail money at that time. Well, like you said, you run outside with the towel on, taking the towel off.
Yeah.
That might have been.
Guess what?
That might have been one of those situations.
Still, ultimately, at the end of the day, your ass in jail. That's it.
Yeah, for a long time.
Yeah.
And that sentence that he got was real serious because you could tell by the way he was looking. He looked over. He was just staring at her. Yeah. So these things happen in these courthouses and these court systems, whereas though emotions roll over. People just can't take it. If I see somebody right there that killed, may Allah protect you, but it will be hard for me to probably sit there, especially if I got a lane to get to him.
Yeah, but
I might take that though.
Yeah, but you gonna cause yourself greater harm than you is him.
I get out.
Yeah, but you still got to say you get booked on it.
For what? How long am I gonna be in there for?
But still, it's just a book. Say you a businessman and doing shit. You running ID homes, the stuff that we sat up here and talked about. You running big companies. You don't need that on your. They might. Oh yeah, we gonna go ahead and let you go.
You're right.
And then now it's hurting your pockets. It's hurting you. Like, come on, man. You're taking a bigger loss than anything else.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, you had the
off of something that you really want to kill him. You can't do that. Now I can see if you achieved your goal. All right, cool. You got the ultimate prize, and they gave you the ultimate prize.
I probably would bring somebody in there with me that I can bail out. They don't got that much to lose.
Okay, but you still not getting total satisfaction.
I'm not telling them to go ahead and do it. I mean, I might.
How?
Because they got like what's called though. They got like they got brass knuckles that's like plastic.
That's not killing him.
But it's gonna break something. It might.
That's not killing him, especially if he killed your relative.
All right, well,
whoever the loved one.
Leave a mark on and get him.
Nah, man.
You might be some type of satisfaction behind that.
No, ain't no satisfaction behind that, bro. If he don't die, there ain't no satisfaction.
Okay, but it's like,
the satisfaction is going to the board. Like, look, the dumbass nigga locked up in there.
Okay,
or whoever you sent everything. You know what I mean? You sitting there, you paying extra money, little lawyer for him because you want to look out for him.
But you can't knock a person who feel like that.
No, I don't. I'm just telling you it's a dumb decision.
Okay, yeah, but I'm saying
it's extremely dumb.
But like you always say, that's your opinion.
Yes.
To him, somebody might get some satisfaction from that.
Yeah, not me. I won't.
Yeah.
I won't get no. Motherfucker killed my kid or my friend or my brother, mother, and motherfucker just ran over there and socked him. You getting satisfaction? Let me ask you, is you getting satisfaction on that?
It might.
You see him sock him and drop him. Yeah, I'm back now.
No, I ain't said I'm back.
Good?
I'm just saying, okay, we got.
No, hell no, I'm not getting no, fuck no. Mm-mm.
There's been some good ones, though. They didn't stomp them out.
Ain't none of them Jones good, bro. Them niggas get up and be laughing and shit going in the back in the holding tank. Ain't none of that's good. I don't know. If a nigga believe that, he out his goddamn mind, go ahead, do it.
It might be some satisfaction in that.
Yeah, ain't nothing to me.
Do you think the guy who killed the cop has some satisfaction behind it?
You got there, he killed somebody. He took one of their lives. You got them right. You see his face, he like this. That nigga happy. And that's one if I ain't never seen him, he walking past like, yeah. And I'm like, I felt it. I'm like, yeah. I'm like right there with him and I'm looking at whatever is showing on.
Yeah.
And it felt like I did it, like, yeah. And but shit, that's just it.
But, ultimately, like you said, it's not right because he killed an innocent person.
Yeah, man, he went out there and killed an innocent person that they didn't even do that to his son.
Yeah, so
now that person, his family got to deal with that grief and all that. And that's probably, good for him because all he know is my son going, I took one of them.
Mm-hmm.
And I get that too. But I'm not saying it's right.
Yeah. Yeah, because these situations, ultimately somebody who had nothing to do with it was affected by his decision. His decision might have gave him some satisfaction, but ultimately it may have destroyed a family. That father may have been providing for the whole household, children, looking for him, and you go ahead and make that decision because of what happened to you, and didn't get the person who actually did it, but getting somebody who was affiliated for them. That's something like the streets, whereas though people be beefing in the streets and they go shoot up a corner where there's dudes out there hustling, but they may not be the ones who may have harmed you and love them, but it's some other out there hustling. Dudes say sometimes they get satisfaction from that.
Yeah.
I got one of them. I'm up one, I'm up two. You know how they say, the young boys say, I'm up two. We up two on you. But it's just crazy. Now,